Close one.
Seriously. Whew. Thank you so much, Brandon.
Garrus' friend had reported that there were monstrosities coming into the city. What I further found out from my connection with my warrior cleric is that those monstrosities have not actually come into the city, apparently, but they are coming towards the city, and they're originating from a strange, brand new island and just off the coast of Cabot. Do you know what that island looks like?
New Jersey?
An inverted triangle with Ganesh dancing on top.
It looks like a what?
An inverted triangle with Ganesh dancing on top.
That doesn't
Ganesh
ring any bells.
You know who Ganesh is? The giant elephant?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm familiar with Vedic mythology.
It's all right. The point being is, this is the same pyramid that we stole the chair from, kid.
No.
Yes.
No.
That is off the coast of Cabot, creating monstrosities that adventurers are going out to
Be
attack.
specific. It's in the middle of the sea.
Yeah.
So it's equidistant from Cabot to the other side of the sea. But you are correct.
I think we can surmise it followed us, but I can certainly ask that as part of my commune bill. There probably will. So surprise! Your reaction was not what I thought it was. It was certainly not as feisty as mine was when Victor told me that.
That's actually less bad than I had feared.
Well, it doesn't mean that a rip in space-time reality has not occurred.
Oh yeah, it's bad, definitely.
You know, there's a theme in our adventures. Maybe that we should be returning things. I'm not sure.
I really don't know.
That sounds like a commune question.
Yeah, we need some spiritual guidance for that one.
Okay, so unless anybody's got a burning question, we're going to start right now. The first one, I'm changing my first question, Victor, by the way, and I'm putting it in the chat.
Please do, because I can't hear you for shit.
Okay, can you really not hear me?
I can hear you, but it's muffled. Every time, man, every time you get on, you're always like 2 bars or something like that.
Yeah, it sounds like you're talking to us through a walkie-talkie.
No, it's worse than that.
Interesting. Hold on a second.
You got some like found footage kind of audio going on.
Dude, seriously, Zag, you see this? Get one of these, okay? Please.
Yeah.
For the love of fuck.
Can't hear you at all right now.
Joel, I love how you pretend everyone has access to the same technology you do, but they don't.
Yeah. Now can you hear me?
Oh, that's so much better.
That's a lot better.
Okay, great. So the first question, did Ganesh, the elephant creature on the top of the inverted pyramid, follow us to our home plane and Cabot Pool? Great voice of the goddess apparently is going to chat to me.
Because it wasn't ready yet. Somebody started pulling on it and almost ripped it out of the wall. Give me a second.
That's what the goddess does.
Okay, it should be ready now. It wasn't ready on this end.
That's what she said.
Oh my God, no! I was in an acupuncture class.
There, it should work now.
Online, and they were doing this guy was doing needling, but it was Japanese style, so it was very light. It was not very deep needling. And the girl and the lady, the other classmate who was with him was a girl, and she was like, "Are you sure that doesn't look like it's deep enough? Are you sure that's deep enough?" And I was just like, I just had to like stop and not say anything because I could not stop myself from saying something that would have gotten me in trouble today.
Oh, Victor, he was Japanese, so.
The fact that the last class of my first day of acupuncture school involved nothing but the words depth, tip, and shaft repeated in various ways. It was a lot.
And you had to have like a straight face that time because you weren't sure.
Exactly, because I very quickly realized that if I started giggling, there were some people that would take offense to that.
It's always so much better when the patient's a woman and she asks if it's in yet.
At this rate, we're not going to get through these questions very far.
All right, so
I'm
okay,
usually
so
the
you're
one who
actually
has to
asking
answer
if Ganesh followed you, or are you just saying the elephant guy?
The
Okay.
elephant thing that we met on the top of the inverted pyramid.
The answer to that is no.
Oh, that's interesting. Oh, that was unexpected. Okay, give me a second. Here's my first question. Sorry. Do I need to arrange my windows better?
What is your favorite color?
This is actually number 2. Should the party or any part thereof return to Kapakpol to assist against the monstrosities caused by the inverted pyramid?
I don't think it's a pyramid that's causing those atrocities.
It's the same pyramid that we
Because
got
you
chair from.
are in her pantheon, your response is stay the course.
Stay the course. Oh, interesting. Well, I don't think I need to ask my next question then.
Yep, that means we keep doing what we're doing.
Right.
What's happening back there is just a symptom.
I'm going to ask this one anyway because I think it's important. Is there time to both go back to Kapakpol to assist or resurrect, I'll add that, and resolve the challenges at this source?
If we don't dig around.
We are notorious dicker around.
Yeah.
No, we never
It's like
dick
the-
around.
Name of the party.
Dick around.
Belong is your goddess's response.
Ooh. I got a 3-word answer. Wow, that's a gift. Thank you. Okay, the next question.
Don't dig around. Same 3 words. Okay, cool.
This is an important one. This is probably for all the money. This is number 4.
No.
Okay, good. So we don't have to give it back. That's not the theme of today's.
I thought you were going to put this in the chat or something.
It is being put in chat.
He's sending it to me privately.
Oh,
Oh,
I
I'm
thought
sorry.
that's what you intended. Sorry.
okay.
You know, but you can just copy it over and I'll just put, sorry. Here we go. Number 5. Are we complete at the Temple of Horrors or is there more that we need to do there?
The response you get is, again, just 2 words. Finish it.
Finish him.
Finish it.
No.
Fatality.
Hey, I don't make the rules. I'm just a
Please
messenger.
note, you do not currently have the Torc of Command. I don't know if you missed the fact that you did not get the Torc of Command, but you did not get the Torc of Command.
I thought we grabbed that.
It was not the real Torc of Command.
You grabbed a platinum-coated, very pretty Torc at the end of the dungeon.
Okay.
So my gathering was have to serve time from now the best part of 7 days.
So this is more personal to me. Is my gathering of cleric warriors in Kapakpol enough to help support or turn the tide for now? That is in the next 7 to 5 to 7 days.
No.
No? Was that the answer?
Did I stutter?
No, I just want to
No.
make sure that that was the answer. Yes? Okay.
And the
No.
answer is definitely no.
Definitely no. So my next question for the next 3 months is certainly no. Here we go. The next one.
Well, I guess no. You could reverse it. For the next 5 to 7 days, technically yes. For the next 3 months, no.
Okay.
You definitely would want to put it in an outdoor. Yeah. For the next 5 to 7 days, for the next week, that'll be fine.
I'm still going to count that as only one question, unless you want me to count that as 2.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, great. The next question, which should be number 7, and I'm going to go ahead and do this. Should we be recruiting help from other Ananias congregations, or is a shit show everywhere right now?
It's a heavy sigh.
Okay.
And your goddess basically just says shit show.
Of course, that's I got yeah. I have a private one that I'm going to send to you, Victor. That is not for public consumption.
No, it's not that one.
Sorry, it's
What's
my,
2 plus 2? I'm
my
back.
fucking commune.
Oh yeah, the answer is 4.
Anyway, there's that one, and then there's this one.
Does that question count? Yes. I'm sorry, I think of the D&D movie. I'm sorry, I love think of this. That's great.
Dick around, dick around, dick around. All right, so you've asked 9
I got
questions.
another, got another one. Hold on.
All right, go for it.
Okay. What else should I ask? I have 2 more questions left. Okay. This is for public consumption. Have we already come upon the Torc of command in our in the temple? I want to make sure it's not something we passed up already. If we need to go find another room. Yeah, we need to go find another room.
No.
I mean, you're not wrong.
What?
Such a deal.
By mentioning the store, you get a Torc of command free.
All right, I'm gonna let you guys think about that for a moment while I get some fries. So
I got one more question.
Yeah,
But
you got one more question
yeah,
before
I
you
know.
type it in.
I
You guys
got
talk.
it. Hold on. What?
Well, after COVID, those days were gone. Jesus Christ.
Are we favored of Tyr for releasing him from his physical form? And would he allow me to call on him once? Ha ha! Just because. Or would love to get the favor of a god. That'd be fantastic. There you go.
would be nice, probably only for Captain America.
Oh, good.
So hopefully we've learned something today. Thus endeth the lesson.
We have learned something today. Githyanki give bad touch.
So if it didn't follow us there, how did it end up there?
How did one end up where?
The inverted pyramid with the elephant dancing on top is off the coast between Kabakpool and the capital.
Oh, it is?
Well, it wasn't technically on another plane in the first place.
Yeah, it was. It was, it was, yeah, it was, wasn't it?
No, because it was through the storm on that island that kind of like rose up out of the sea.
Oh, that's right. We hadn't like Space Jam yet.
Yeah.
Oh. Did we possibly strand it on our plane
Could be.
by taking this Belljammer away?
Possibly.
That would be
Look,
funny
one
as
of the
hell.
things that I've learned about Victor as a storyteller is that he is very good at setting up the next story arc within the current story arc.
Oh, yeah.
Like, he does a good job of that, so it would not surprise me if we go back and then we have to deal with the pyramid.
Oh, well, let's get first things first.
My fear is that adventurers are going to like fight the pyramid or fight the elephant, and they're getting swallowed by the pyramid and being turned into monsters, and then going back into the town.
That's a possibility. No, not into the town, but roaming the countryside.
Mm-hmm.
Look, we have to save the universe first, and then we have to take revenge on the gift, and then we can deal with the pyramid third.
Yeah, and then we have to take revenge on Kabakpool.
That is, yes, I have not forgotten.
Not very cool, just certain people there.
Yeah, don't forget, they're a bunch of bastards who hate us because we accidentally burned down a tavern a cult was hiding in that no one had used in forever.
Oh, we didn't accidentally burn it down. We kind of deliberately did it. I mean, it's just a matter of we used a bit much more fire than we should have, perhaps.
Oh, come on. We barely used any fire. If that building was up to code, it wouldn't have caught that much on fire.
That's okay. I haven't put the question in yet. Zag's still free to kick it in.
Do you all, since we have this time together and we're sort of like, hugging, do you want to hear what happened when I was away for like 2 years?
Yeah.
2 years. Okay.
I know it didn't seem like 2 years for you.
Yeah, I mean, you I wasn't going to say anything because it's a little rude, but you look older.
Harsh. Oh, God.
So Githyanki Priest and I fell into an alternate reality. I saw things I've never seen before. I saw floating cities. I saw creatures that would just swarmed us and could kill you in an instantaneously. And he and I fought back to back. I know some Githyanki. I say to each one of you telepathically. I might have some telepathy. But I will send you a full accounting. I'll go back into my texts with Victor, and I'll send you all a full accounting of exactly what happened, which basically might be my recollection.
Okay.
So I feel very much within the Githyanki Brotherhood, although they would never, understand that.
He's like now your arch rival.
Well, and my brother.
That's how arch rivals work.
So Victor, I'm typing my actual question.
Yes. You get a resounding yes. And she doesn't seem to give a fuck about the party.
Ours extended warranty.
I don't think
It took me so long to get out of one of those things.
Oh my god.
I sat on the phone for like 4 hours. The guy actually came back on the phone and said, "You're still here?"
Nice.
Oh, you're really thinking through this one. Unless you didn't see it. So we don't have to wait for this one. It's not going to affect anything. So you all should start talking amongst yourselves about what we do next.
Well, that's not suspicious.
What's not suspicious?
Nothing. Well,
all right. So we know
we
that
need.
we know we need to stay the course. We know that if you want to go to back to Kavik Pool, we can, but you got to make it snappy, snappy, and we have to be back here to go find the Torc of Command in the Temple of Doom, in the Temple of Horrors.
Okay.
I feel like if we go back to Kavik Pool, it will not be a fast affair.
No, our party has ADD forward. Just keep going forward.
Well, it could be a fast affair if you're okay with just popping in, doing what you need to do, and not getting involved in the pyramid situation.
They're gonna try and make us.
Try and make us. Make us. They're gonna make us?
I mean, I guess we could kill them all. I'd be fine with that.
We'll do them a trade. They give us the resurrections or whatever and help assistance we need. We'll come back ASAP and help them with their ziggurat issue.
We've been doing this for 3 years. Have we ever just popped in and made it quick?
That's what I'm saying.
If there's one thing we don't do, it's quickies.
Especially when it's a problem that we brought to the shore.
Speak for yourself.
So long and slow against the wall. Is it?
You were there too.
No, some with the quickies.
Oh.
Frederick's on a quickie. I got plane shifted to
sometimes that's all you have time for.
True.
Well, how about we set a time limit? Like how long we're going to be in Kavik Pool?
Look, I know this because it was my first 3 D&D games ever, but we spent them opening a door.
I'm sorry. I don't have faith in us to make this fast. They're going to be good for at least a week.
Yeah. Well, we've got to get the ship rolling, and we have to get moving. We have to. Well, basically, we have to get the ship up to snuff. We have to get us up to snuff. We have to go back to the tomb, and we got to get the fucking Torc, and then we have to go about our business because we have bigger fish to fry. And as much as Garlis hates to say it, you know, that which is happening in Kavik Pool has to wait for us to fix this, because this is a lot more important.
I agree.
I'm only suggesting Kavik Pool if it has resources that we could use immediately.
I recall Caroline being able to use her special druidic powers to sense the presence of a druid on the Rock of Brawl.
Right. That was
The only thing I can think of that we would need in Cabot Pool is resurrection or reincarnation services. And I'm thinking we could get that through the druid here.
I think I have a resurrection.
Okay.
spell.
Do you have true resurrection?
I don't know what true resurrection is.
It is the name of the spell.
Oh no, I think I have resurrection. Hold on, I'll tell you in a second. Tell you in just a jiffy. It's a 6th level spell, right?
No, no, true resurrection's higher. I think it's like 7th or 4th.
Let me look. Yeah, resurrection is a 7th level cleric spell.
Oh,
Um,
nope. I'm 1 level off, I think. Sorry, guys. I thought I had a resurrect spell. Never mind.
we might have a scroll of it, but
Mm.
even still, a resurrection still takes a level from the person being resurrected. The only spell that doesn't do that is true resurrection and these special reincarnates that Victor's homebrewed.
Okay. Then I cannot help you.
Okay. Maybe we find the druid
It's
while the
special
ship is being
reincarnate.
built.
Yeah, we can kind of split up a little bit, and Lev can, well, no, Lev can't, because he's not corporeal.
Use a hammer. Get lumber for us at Home Depot.
I mean, if you find somebody who can do a resurrection, I will send.
The people who do true resurrections for us are back in Cabot Pool. But I'm thinking we can get a reincarnate from the druid on the Rock of Brawl. Lev can spend time preparing a augmented teleport scroll to get the ship, the new ship, into the dock. And during that time, he can also like prepare. Let me see how many scrolls I need to make. Three dispel magics and 2 teleport scrolls, and in that time we can investigate the dang druid situation, and I'll have LJ stay back and guard Lev while he's a studying.
Carlos can oversee the reconstruction of the ship that we're scrounging.
Well, that's not going to happen until Lev makes the augmented teleport scroll to get the ship back into the dock. So what we could do is have Lev prepare that scroll first, and then in like however many hours it takes, have.
Well, we still need to go through the actions of recruiting crew, and I mean, we haven't really done any of that, right? Victor's just told us what we could do in that time.
It's going to be kind of a multi-pronged thing, I think.
Just so everybody's aware, Victor put something I think quite important into the chat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, that is.
I could have told you that.
That is quite important.
What's that now? I'm sorry, zagging.
It's in the chat.
And you know who doesn't care?
Yes.
Ash doesn't care.
Yeah.
In the meantime, I would say let's get the ship rolling first because that's going to take the longest.
Yeah. So Lev will prepare that scroll, and then Garlos and somebody else takes that scroll, teleports. Well, I guess just Garlos could do it because he's also got just a regular teleport scroll to get there. Teleport to the ship, teleport back with the ship. And then you and a couple other people can start working on like commissioning, getting the ship fixed, hiring some new crew.
It's going to take you to prepare that scroll.
It is augmented with a limited wish, so how long would that take me, Victor? If a normal teleport scroll takes 4 hours.
I thought we were talking days. We're talking hours.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, we can go out and, I mean, there are those of us who can go out and start recruiting crew anyway. And spreading the word of Ananya, because we apparently get all the disciples we can possibly get at this point.
Sure. Whatever you want to do.
So, Blas and Carrick, who has an amazing charisma, are going to go out and try and start recruiting crew for
Okay.
a wonderful adventure.
Lev's going to work on the ship. LJ's going to guard him while he's studying for several hours, remaking the scrolls that the party needs. Garlos is going to get the ship.
I'm going to say hello to the chair and pet it lovingly.
I'm thinking that it might be best for Frida, Bash, and Froderick to go investigate the druid so that we can get the rest of our crew reincarnated.
If you do that, take the cleric with you. The Trumper one died. One of them died. Okay, which one?
Well, I think it's going to be better to establish contact first.
Hold on. I think you missed this. So the cleric who died.
Bash is dead.
Right? No. Hold on. Because he also lost a couple of clerics.
Yeah.
I lost Gorans, who turned into Tyr, and I lost
Right.
one cleric. Hold on, I'll tell you who.
Oh, so yeah, you only lost one cleric.
Yeah.
I was thinking of the wizards.
Yeah, both of my evokers are dead.
Yeah, the one cleric who died is basically, hey, can you just give me a raised dead? Because I'd really rather not come back. As I don't want. He doesn't want to roll the dice.
Oh, I didn't miss that. I thought I didn't know that you could come back to something.
Yeah, I sent that to you. I sent in the main conversation.
Totally,
But
100% did, and I rescind my request.
no problem.
Well, this is another thing. I can polymorph other, and if they come back to something they don't like, I can make them what they want.
No, just take him back to Cabot Pool when you go, and drop him off at the temple.
I don't think we're
Yeah,
going to
he's-
Cabot
he's-
Pool.
Well, he's okay with
Okay, I just
being
wrap him
here,
up in
but he's just
ceremonial
like, I don't
cloth
want
and
to come
stick
back
him in.
as a whatever this planet is full of. Because yeah, the reincarnation tables here are not the reincarnation tables you had at home.
Okay, no, then we'll figure out. I'll figure out what to do with him. Do we still have the bag of holding, or is it destroyed?
No, he's raised dead. Yes, you still have the bag of holding.
Oh, and I
and
can raise
yeah,
that.
you
I
still
can
have
raise
a body up there.
Actually, I
Yeah,
can
you can do a
this.
raise dead.
I can do it.
He's going to lose a level, but you can do it.
He doesn't care.
Yes, and he's okay with that.
Okay.
It's that basically human
Got it. 100%. Got it. 100%. I just
human
didn't know.
eccentric thing where they're like, yeah,
I didn't know the spells. I do now. Got it.
okay.
Fantastic. And we're using one.
Okay.
So he's back. Yay.
So Frida and Froderick investigate the druid. Bash investigates the back of his eyelids. I think that's the rest of the party spoken for. And then at some point, like once one of these jobs is done, we can move somebody to going to get that nice, cool cannon.
What about Blodgett?
Oh, Blodgett, right. Thank you. I knew I was forgetting somebody.
I spoke to Sue's, or Vestige Sue's, Blodgett's basically doesn't have anything specific they want to do.
They can come with me and recruit crew.
Got to remember that Blodgett looks like a Yankee right now.
Blodgett looks like a Yankee?
Yeah, I used a polymorph other back when I thought that was temporary.
Somebody didn't check their spell duration.
Yeah, I looked up and it said permanent, and I was like, oh no.
I think it's fucking proper, actually. It's fucking
What,
beautiful.
Victor, what's the opinion? And this is Githyanki Ford, right? So what's the opinion of Githyanki here?
Well, the problem isn't that the opinion of Githyanki's is bad in general. It's just that a bunch of Githyanki's just came and trashed the docks. So at the moment,
They've lost a lot of public popularity.
Unpopular.
So
Think of it as being Japanese after Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, they are regarded with suspicion.
So we won't be taking
Nice.
Blodgett along with us.
Yeah, Blodgett can maybe hang back and guard Lev with LJ.
So he loses 5 hit points. And he is now an 8th level cleric.
Hey Victor, have we leveled up?
Zach was just asked me about that. The answer is currently no,
Dang it.
but soon, definitely soon. After the end of this module, but not this. Yeah, at the end of this module, you will level up.
Oh, sure. And the
I
survivors.
thought you said
survivors.
soon, Victor. The Tomb of Horrors, after the Tomb of Horrors, we're going to level up?
Much left. I mean, you've gotten the.
Oh,
You just have to.
I bet.
There's only 5 horrors left.
All right, so we'll be leveling up in December.
I wouldn't be that optimistic. Lucky if we don't lose levels by then.
Or
I
get
can-
eradicated.
I can make sure that we don't lose levels. It's a question if the party's going to like it.
I know exactly what you mean. No.
I know Bash is going to like it.
I have been up since about.
Oh. Ben, I need to run something by you. I'm gonna message you.
What did you need, Joel?
I've been up since 4 this morning, and I've just been working continuously since then. I am actually getting exhausted. I'm sorry.
Oh wow.
Grab some kip.
Yeah, yeah. It sounds like we've got things well in hand as far as what we plan to do next, or it's getting worked out.
Yes.
So.
Right now, we're just picking up the mess and getting ready for the next round.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, well, you all take care then.
Hey, you too.
Okay, bye-bye.
See ya.
Cinch, John. Took me a second to find it, actually. All right.
Is there anybody else who's going to be joining us tonight?
Suzanne will be in another half hour. We still have a quorum, so we're good to continue.
we kind of need Caroline though to help find the druid.
We're not going to have Caroline tonight, but oh yeah, Joel's not here. Well, basically, you guys can run Caroline's character.
Oh, that's gonna go well.
It'll be fine.
What do we do? Draw straws? See who she's gonna be mad at?
You get mad at people because they run our character?
Oh, I'm just saying we're liable to do something very careless with Caroline's character that I think she will be unhappy with when she finds out about it.
Caroline, and I actually mean this with the most respect and admiration, is much more reserved, conservative, and probably logical than the rest of us.
Yes. She is a vital part of this party.
Oh,
If this party had a voice of reason, it would probably be her and possibly Garlos, but it doesn't.
Probably.
So
Garlos, the voice of reason? Maybe on a coin flip.
Well, no, Carlos has actually done that sort of thing on occasion, but no, I find it hysterical that it has actually happened that Carlos is essentially a gender fluid paladin of chaos.
And this is the voice of reason in the party.
Yes.
I'm not saying it's a very loud voice or a very stable voice. I'm just saying if there was a voice.
This is why we need Frida. Did you see my message, Ben?
C.
Heroic.
All right. You want me to do that then?
I'll respond in a moment via message.
Okay, cool. Actually,
What? Yeah, it's got three ballista, or four. It's got 4 ballista. Yeah, so the ship you have has 4 ballista, so you'd be replacing one of the ballista with a cannon. Okay, I mean that makes sense. Yes, the organ might take a little longer to get fixed, but you can. It is fixable. Let me see what else you guys are trying to work on. Brandon. All right. Post the game. Oh, God damn it. There we go. All right. So Frida's commune with nature finds that there is a the plants of the asteroid know about the plants of the asteroid know about a garden deep in the caves underneath the cities, and that's the spellcaster they recommend you to, or that's basically how you find that there is a druid. Oh, and Ben, did you read the number 9 on my reply that basically you're right, there is such a thing as an escape pod?
Yeah, yes, I did see. I did see that, and once I can do something about that, I may.
No, they sell them here on the asteroid. You can go to merchant shops and not in the shipyards so much, but in the higher levels, you can get them. Pick up a gadabout and keep it on your ship, and just hang out with it. As long as you feed it whatever it is that they eat, then keep it healthy. It'll be it's a chill thing. I placed it in different. I need to highlight this. Okay, there it is. Okay. So who's going to go down? You said Frederick, Frida, and they're going to take Batch with them to go to the underground.
I think it should just be them, and we should
Okay.
keep the dead for now instead of dragging them around.
Instead of making it this giant RP with the 2 people who aren't here, I'm just going to say that basically they're going to be able to go down into the lower levels. With Frederick, it's not super dangerous. He does have to kill a couple of wandering monsters who try to fuck around and find out, but nothing more than 2nd or 3rd level monsters in most of the caves. Once they get closer to the area where the druid is said to be, where the fuck did I put that?
Hmm. Hmm.
Yep. The creature the druid they find is a Kenku. It's about a 5 foot tall, 4 foot tall, bird-like humanoid. And most of the denizens in the cavern that it lives in are bird-like or winged in some way, shape, or form. But they do find the Kenku druid. I can type. I totally can.
Okay.
So Kikure the Forgotten is basically both happy to see them and worried that the plants outed him. It's mostly an it, but we're going to say him at the moment. He is a fairly high level druid. He can cast a higher level reincarnation that will allow Batch to be reincarnated without level loss.
We have extensive need of his services in that regard.
Okay. His price is 100 chickens.
Will ducks do?
No, I need chickens.
Hey, that would have been grand.
He would have gotten pissed when they disappeared. They don't last for long. No, they don't just stick around.
It'd be nice to stay around.
What if I cast permanency on them, Victor?
That would be hilarious. So yeah, basically Frida and Frederick have to go back up to the top of the town and buy
A lot of chickens.
a lot of chickens. It's going to cost a lot of chickens to get this done.
What if... No, that wouldn't work either. Never mind.
Not everything can be solved with a spell.
Are chickens a common item?
That girl, no biscuit. Or chicken. No chicken biscuit. Oh my goodness, John. All right, so they're able to come back. It will cost. Chickens are not cheap. Because they are pretty. They're not like super common. But basically, once they start buying more than 5 or 10, 20 chickens, they start running out of places to buy chickens. Then you have to worry about where to keep the chickens you bought. It takes about 3 days to get 100 chickens. Cost you just on the high side of 5,000 gold pieces.
How much?
5,000 gold pieces.
Oh my god!
A
And
live chicken. This is not like a dead chicken. This is not like a.
I know. 5,000 gold pieces. And to be clear, this is to reincarnate all of our dead friends, not just one.
No, this is for one. And who else did you reincarnated? You just brought me one body. What do you guys
We
mean?
didn't even bring him the body.
I thought they did. Okay.
No, because we didn't know exactly where he was.
Right.
Fuck. Okay, we'll think about it. Victor, is there anybody who can cast a true resurrection in this city?
No, I mean, and not kill you. No.
Yeah.
You're staying, you're coming.
The only person definitely probably high enough is Lord Tan.
Am I coming this
And he
Friday? Yes,
definitely
I'm
will kill
coming.
you. Are you trying to say that Ben's not worth 5,000 gold pieces? That's pretty chill.
I'm saying our other friends are not worth 5,000 gold pieces apiece. Because that's at least 500 chickens.
Well, Frida can cast regular reincarnation.
It still makes them lose a level.
Yes. Oh my goodness. There are not 500 chickens that you could buy in this city. Once you get past the reason it's 5,000 is because once you get past the 60 chicken level, like on the third day of looking for chickens, the word is out and chickens have become a commodity item.
Zag says Blaz can help.
Yeah,
Can
because
you summon? Can you
I
summon
can-
chickens?
No, but I can cast a resurrection to lose a level
That's the whole thing, is try to do it without losing a level.
or raise debt.
So what Victor's
raise
saying is
dead.
our mercantile
Raise
level
dead, you
isn't
lose a
high
level.
enough.
Saying the resources there.
Resources there.
Not only can I do it, but Kara can do it, and Slovy can do it. We have 3 raised deads right here.
Fuck.
You can raise dead anyone you have the whole body of, and that would be the guys who died in combat. To be specific, Flalai and Xenia have true resurrection things back at the temple that they are bound to. So those 2 guys, the 2 wizards that are with you, you have to, the contract was you have to bring them back to the temple that loaned them to you, and they will bring them back.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, that was part of the deal. Like, that's why they cost so much, is because you're taking them to another plane, another place entirely, and they're not. Yeah, they were appropriately worried for their mortal souls. I think that's the right term. They were definitely appropriately worried for their mortal
So-
souls.
I'm contractually obligated to bring them back to Kavik Pool.
Yes. So the only person that you have to worry about raising is Thorhild, and he's totally cool with being just a raised dead. If you can do a reincarnate, he's super happy, but he's chill.
Okay.
And the ones to reincarnate that unless you want to blow a lot of wishes, are the crew members. Oh, I need to open that one too. A list of
Fucking god. Oh my god, I have to go back to fucking Kavik Pool. Are you kidding me?
You're not required to do it immediately, but you're not allowed to. If you raise them or reincarnate them, there will be people who can do a true resurrection who will be very angry with you.
Well, you know what? People in Kavik Pool already hate us anyway, and we're gonna have our own island that floats by the time we get back. So I say
Okay.
screw it.
I mean,
No.
people in
Because
Kavik aren't angry with Lev right yet.
this is a wizard guild that I helped bring up from the ground.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to keep on good terms with them. Okay. Sometime during my resting and preparation of scrolls and spells, I'm going to prepare 2 gentle repose, so that we don't have rotting bodies on our new ship.
Yeah, that's good.
And I guess we'll just keep them in the hold for a while.
Cool beans.
Fuck.
You could probably turn them
Maybe-
into undead, and then when you get back, undead them.
Or we could buy
Is
a lot of
that-
ice and see how high they raise
No.
the prices on ice.
I mean, if I were evil, I would do that too.
Victor, is there anything in my contract saying I can't turn them into undead creatures?
There is not. There is not something in your contract that says you can't turn them into undead creatures.
Would turning them in, well, No, because they're not alive. I'm not bringing them back to life. Is
Correct.
that what's stipulated in the contract? The act of bringing them back to life?
I don't know
What's
how to.
stipulated
I
in
don't
the
know how to.
contract is that when they die, you have to bring them back to the temple to be resurrected.
You don't have to do it right away. So if you made them
Yeah.
undead, yeah, I think you found a loophole, and I like the amount of time that Victor took to consider the contract.
But can we undead them?
They can, with true resurrection.
Is that true?
Yeah. If you cast true resurrection on an undead creature, it comes back to life.
Why don't I have this spell?
Also, if the contract just says
Because
you
you're
have to bring them
dumping your
back
freaking
dead,
levels into monk and shit. That's why you don't have that spell.
Okay, fair.
Hold on, there was something else.
It wasn't my fault that an ice worm appeared and killed me, and then I had to go away for a while and become a monk. Whose fault was that?
I mean, look, that was a Hail Mary.
but also, Blaj, you can do cool flips and shit now.
It's pretty sick.
You can parkour all over the astral plane.
My thing is, like, I touch you, I deal strength damage, you can run circles around me. I get that.
It's a 9th level spell. Wow. All
right. I get the feeling, though, that though it technically wouldn't be a breach of contract to raise them as undead, they would be very displeased if I did that.
That's probably
they will get over it. This is end of the world shit. They're wizards. They will see past it in a couple thousand years.
I don't know about that.
In a couple thousand years, you're right. They will. In a couple thousand years, yes.
I don't want to burn this bridge.
Why do you build bridges?
Do you need these two? Magic users?
What'd you say?
Do you need them?
Maybe. They're a very solid contingency plan for a handful of situations. I cannot hear you. You have gone walkie-talkie mode. My thinking is, one situation they're very handy for is they are ship combatants. They have fireballs. We've seen them have very heavy firepower. Second, they keep dispel magic prepared, and they keep a couple scrolls on hand, so it's very advantageous to have them on hand to be ready to counterspell, and that frees up Lev to do magic attacks and such. And also frees up anybody else who otherwise might be on dispel duty. That's the main thing.
Well, I'm good with whatever you want to do. Just do it.
Fuck. I'm not sure.
Can we move on to a different character while you figure that out?
Yeah. I'm gonna take 5 and sit upon my throne of thinking.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right.
Okay.
All right. So you found out that it will cost 100 chickens to reincarnate a character. The druid doesn't seem to really appreciate the whole "we'll think about it," and it's not. He doesn't really. It's going to take him enough time that he's not like, oh yeah, let's go ahead and do this a whole bunch, because he definitely doesn't run around with that prepared. So
I'd say let's go for the deal. We need the people up until it really is good.
Do we have that kind of cash? I mean, everything got burned up in the bag of holding, right?
not the gems. So you have cash.
Okay.
Basically, it would take you 3 days, and then you'd be able to do it for one character. Ben, do you want to be reincarnated, or do you want to try to, or is there another character in your group that you guys want to have reincarnated?
Like Bash?
I think all the PCs.
Yeah, there's a lot of dead people other than Bash. Take care of them first.
But no, you're a PC. We need you most.
I will be taken care of, I am sure. I have no doubt.
He wants to see if he can come back as something else. Lev's out there making deals. It's the worst. All right, you guys were able to raise dead the. Actually, do you want to do a reincarnate on some of the crew members? Because you definitely could on the higher level crewmen.
I would like to do that. Yes, I would like to. Raise that.
Basically, the two former slaves who joined you are the most all around experienced crewmen, Grillbit and Reg. So getting a reincarnation on one of those guys would be well worth it.
You know, raise that.
No, I was talking about reincarnation. So a raised dead, you could do it just on any of them. So you've got 6 crewmen total who are willing to come back and work with you after you raise them from the dead.
I can take care of 5 of them.
Okay.
In one shot. I mean, I can always come back and do the 6th one later.
Okay.
But I've blown all my fulfillment spells.
No problem, brother.
Actually, 4.
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you pretty well. So yeah, you're able to do a raised dead.
Four.
Okay, thank you.
And then you fill my place. I want to fill my place.
Still have that's so you still have the 2 slaves, Grillbit and Reg. They are the Grillbit and Reg are the most well trained basically, Grillbit was the became the first mate after Balahelm became ship's captain, and Reg is, for lack of a better word, he's basically bosun. So they're the two next highest level crewmen.
Can we go ahead and get them resurrected? 10,000 gold pieces, right?
You can get them reincarnated, 10,000 gold pieces. Yeah.
Yep. Let's do that.
All right.
Bash, I don't
They're
know
both
why.
down for it. Yeah, they're both down for it, and they're both able to come back. So let's see. Next question is, of course, the fuck do they come back as?
So, Ben, I don't understand why you don't want us to pay to have you resurrected. Ben?
Ben.
Ben? No, Ben. So why only resurrecting Ben? Tell me that, please.
Oh goodness.
What did you say?
Why aren't we making Ben resurrected?
Ben has already decided how he would like to be brought back.
What does that entail?
In accordance with his wishes, I am raising him as a revenant.
Oh, God.
He gets up and walks away.
Mic drop moments, totally.
You're creating your own army.
Apologies,
You're
I
creating
could hear
your own
you.
army of the undead.
Yes, I'm sorry. I could hear you guys. I was just dealing with some fire ants that were attacking me.
How many undead is this now?
So far, it's two. There's me and Ben now. The jury's still out on what I'm doing with my little wizardlings.
So, as a player in the game, I'm like, well, that's an option. As Blas, I'm like, don't do it again. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So what are we waiting for?
The results of the reincarnation. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. I need to redo all these characters.
Blas says don't do it again. Lev goes, well, about that.
Okay, great. We'll have dinner. Yeah, that's awesome. Enjoy your class.
2.
A winged foxbird.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
All right.
That's a
So those are the two guys that came back.
A marish, a winged foxbird.
Yeah.
Is he of any use to us that way?
He's of a lot of use to him that way. He doesn't
Well, I
seem to
know.
care.
But is he going to be a good ship's?
Can you still work on a ship? Yes.
He doesn't have hands.
Apparently, you haven't looked up Marish.
I have not looked up a marish. You're absolutely right. 100%. I should probably do that first.
It resembles a winged. Okay, not fox. It resembles a winged knoll, except that it has bird-like talons on its hands and feet and double-jointed bird-like legs.
Okay. Is it big? See.
Medium size.
All right. Who's keeping? I'll try and keep track. I can't keep track of my own characters, but I'll try and keep track of
I mean, seriously.
them. So many NPCs.
Oh, those guys. Oh, those guys. Yeah, they're fucking cool.
All right. Done. Okay, good. Sorry, looking up all this shit takes a second. All right, those can go fuck off. All right, so you've got all your crew members that want to come back. You've got a total of 6 crew members. You're still lacking the first mate, or sorry, Captain Bellahelm. And it's been a week now. You spent a week up topside in order to get all this done. It has cost you 10,000 in gold and a week in time. By this time, you've got the ship, the Mind Flayer ship on the top of the decks. It's in its new deck and currently being outfitted. The easiest work that they've done is installing the cannon. That's the kind of stuff that they do. The shipyard does almost every day, is just installing armaments. The hardest things that they're doing are putting on the portholes. Those will be finished in a couple of days. That's why I have that open. The hardest thing they're doing is installing the portholes. Um, one thing Blodgett did is he went searching through town to kind of get the gist of what happened and how the rest of the yard is going, how the rest of the city is doing. Blodgett finds out that basically, no, that this isn't the first time the Githyanki have done this. They are a race that is known for coming into town in force, putting out a hit, and then carrying it out. And the city basically reacts by saying, do what you're going to do and
Get out.
get out. Yeah. As long as you kill who you say you're going to kill and just don't trash everything, then we don't care. And that's basically what they did. Yeah, this isn't the first time that they've flown a red dragon and a dreadnought into the city, into orbit, and said, "Hey, we're going to fuck up these specific people."
Sounds about right.
The city, as far as you guys are concerned, the city's like, "Oh, you survived to get Yankee attack. Good job." There's definitely some respect paid. There's definitely some appreciation for you guys at this point. The Githyanki have a black eye again for a few months until the dock is rebuilt and people forget about it. They've had other races come in and pretend like they can trash the rock, and everybody, depending on the attitude, people either fight them off or they just say, okay, this will pass, like bad burritos, and then they go off. It's rare that the mind flayers get all riled up, but it has happened. And so, yeah, that's where you guys are at with that. The ship will be ready for flight in another 2 days. Crew members.
Carlos will be recruiting both in male and female form to try and get able-bodied sailors on board. That's even more of a crew.
Victor, did you
I
see my
couldn't
question
talk.
in the chat?
I didn't see the question. Oh, that one. Yeah. Yes, that would with the limited wish and the spell, that would work.
I was actually going to use that special little artifact.
Oh, can that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, if you use that and the yeah, you could do that.
Cool. Blah says don't do it again. And Lev goes, ooh, as two ghostly little wizards come up out of the floor behind him.
And there's a Britney Spears song playing in the background. Oops, I did it again.
It's just a temporary thing. I am going to get them taken back to the thing for their true resurrection, but we need them. And it's just not realistic to take our new ship across the astral sea back to Kavik Pool and come all the way back.
You're about to turn Bash into a revenant, and you just raised 2 wizards to be undead.
Yeah, they're silver wraiths.
Yeah, he did.
Takes a sip.
Okay.
Okay, for clarity, I just have 1 so far. The other one has a gentle repose cast on him. Because, you know, a gross, rotting, stinking body lying around is not going to be great after like 10 days.
Okay, just finished checking. It takes Garlos all of a week to convince. Wait, how many soldiers? How many crew members did you want to get? It's got a complement of 20. That includes people who are the pilot, navigator, and basically, yeah, 9 more. Okay. Yeah, it takes you all of a week to get that, specifically because you're not just hunting down people who are willing to travel with weird and unusual creatures, which that's most of the guys on this planet. You're also trying to find people who are willing to fly around with shadows and silver wraiths. And that's the very small number of people. And they're not the best people. But you definitely find them.
Something
I mean,
bad reputation.
you don't
You're being a
you don't
bad-
tell them about that.
They're gonna see it. They're not stupid.
Oh yeah, the moment they find out, word. One moment one finds out, word gets around everywhere. Because if you imagine sailors don't talk, you are wrong, my friends.
Well, ideally, we would get them under contract before then.
Oh yeah, that works.
Make sure
Oh,
they have the undead clause.
You ever heard
Right.
of the term called jumping ship?
Victor, how much does a
It's
lawyer
not my
around here
moment
cost?
tonight.
I would like to sue these sailors
went
for
to sleep.
defamation of character.
Yeah, Suzanne crashed out. She had a really long day, and she's out. Yeah, she was like, "I'll get on after work," and I'm like, "Okay, cool." And she just texted. She's like, "She's going to bed."
No.
You still have a bare quorum, which is 5 characters. So, if you want to go back into the, if whatever else you guys want to do, we can do.
Let me look over that email.
It's already 9:30 your time, almost, right?
No, it's almost 8:30 here.
Good. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to cut out in my
I have no idea.
45 minutes for now.
You don't even know what the speed is. Love you, John. All right. Okay. So are you guys headed back to the? So you after a week, after 9 days, you found enough crew. You can crew the ship. What do you guys want to do?
We've got to go back into the dungeon. Like, that's the only thing we can do. We've got to go get this freaking Torc thing.
No, I don't want to go back there.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to go back. You could just go back to
I mean,
Capricorn.
I don't either. This is not a thing I want to do. Like,
It's
I want
kind
to
of
go
something
get
we
the
don't have a
gift
choice about,
and
really.
take their silver sword, but we have to save the world first. But there does appear to only be 4 of us, and I feel like I might need to rebuild my character sheet.
Yeah, I need to. I need to help you with that.
Yeah, I imagine.
Can you email me a copy of the character sheet as it stands?
Yeah, I can do that.
Thanks.
You know, all you undead motherfuckers ain't gonna be very welcome in Cabot Pool.
Oh, fuck them. We're not very welcome in Cabot Pool anyway.
I wasn't very welcome why I was alive, and I will be happy to explain that to them in great detail. Perhaps if they had been more welcoming to us, you know, this would not have been a thing to begin with. but it's okay. I'm still going to do them a solid and put them on the map.
I just realized a very funny bit that I'm going to be doing from now on. Bash, you're going to say I'm going to do this, and I'm going to chime in, yeah, I'm going to make him do that. Because I don't want to take, I don't want to, like, I know I just raised you from the dead and everything, but I don't want to take your autonomy from your character as a player. Because that's just a shitty thing to do. But it is going to make for a very funny bit.
You take off the ring of the hand of Kasama Lee, that you don't control anyone.
Victor, you seem to be under the impression that this thing is ever coming off of my hand.
Oh, that's legit. No, that's legit.
What thing on his hand?
His neck, not hand. The thing that you guys got from the drow lady.
Do you remember that ornate claw that she was wearing?
Mm.
Yeah, I took that.
Well, you guys have watched him use it. That's what he used to create. He turned a bunch of Githyanki into revenants and silver wraith in order to guard the ship. In order to guard the Githyanki fortress when you left it. But as soon as they were a mile distant, it no longer controlled them. So.
Oh, so a mile distant. Okay, I did not know that. Yeah, that was a huge experiment.
So it just left a bunch of silver race and
revenants. And you
well,
guys
a few
the rest of the party didn't
revenants
see
and
this,
one
but
silver
logic
wraith.
will fill you in that the 3 revenants and the silver wraith were underwater, chasing her and trying to kill her. That's why they were trying to kill Lev, is so that they could not be controlled. And yeah, since he didn't put the thing on, he didn't have.
This is a fantastic.
No, Victor, I put that on when.
Nope. I told you when game starts, you can go ahead and put it on if you want.
This is a fantastic fucking idea, Lev. Fantastic.
Yeah, it's the best.
This is brilliant. Oh my god.
So yeah, those 3 guys.
It'll be fine.
Those 3 revenants and the silver wraith were the ones who filled in all the Githyanki on exactly what your party could do and who to kill and what you guys had and everything about you.
Outrageous.
They didn't know Love was a zombie, was a shadow now. So that was the thing that threw them.
I've always got something
But
up my
everything
sleeve.
else, right? But everything else they knew.
look, I mean, I was upfront that it was experimental,
Mm-hmm.
but now we know this is.
Now you
I
know.
consider this a
Good job,
successful experiment.
That is really cool.
So
All
that,
right.
so that now when I'm doing it to party members, I know the limitations
Mhm.
and the problems it could cause.
So, Falela Wildbelow is up and about and super happy to be an undead lizard. Oh yeah, yeah, he's super happy. It's been 9 days. You're gonna wait another day and bring back Xenia.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'll explain to both of them that, you know, yeah, that makes sense. That this is a temporary thing, because we can't really go back to Cabot Pool right now.
Right.
Their humanity is not lost. The contract will be fulfilled. They'll get their true resurrection and go back to normal.
I mean, they're undead, so they're not lost. Layla is totally cool with it.
Is she?
Layla is the male.
Oh.
Xenia is female.
Okay, my bad.
Layla is super happy to be undead.
Okay, cool.
She's disturbingly happy to be undead.
Hell yeah.
Xenia is very unhappy to be undead.
Okay.
At this point, Lev is relatively worried about taking off the.
I understand how he feels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oops, sorry guys. Didn't mean to put that in the chat. That's the fentanyl. Sorry.
Yeah.
That I did not mean to put that in the chat.
It's all right. It's all right. Yeah, I'll explain to her that like it's gonna be fine. This undead thing, it's temporary. We'll get you back.
It's just a passing phase, one of your bad days.
Uh-huh. You're a very fucked up definition of good.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. Zodum.
Yeah, let's go back in and try and find this Torc.
I'd suggest we not go for that tonight.
No.
Yeah.
Need more of us here.
Yeah, and let's avoid like going to the dungeon. Just in case, like when everybody's back at the round table, there's anything anybody else wants to do in town that we haven't thought about.
All right.
That reminds me, can we get the stats for Carlos's blunderbuss or whatever the hell that thing is in the book?
I'll put that in there.
Second. Missed it.
Oh, it is a link.
Yeah, I would like to go check at the weapon shop and see how my weapon is coming along.
Oh, that's done. Yeah.
Well, Lev cannot let you Lev can't let you out of his sight because then he won't have control over you. And
I can't let you without like a mile before I lose control of you. But I mean, this was what you wanted. I mean, I don't
Well,
have
I
to.
will come back.
Yeah, I mean, I trust you. Like, go on, go crazy.
you're just gonna let him roam around the place as a revenant without any control.
Oh, so now you want me to enslave him?
You created
Now
you
who's
created
who's
him,
who's the
motherfucker.
evil guy? I created him, but that doesn't make him not free.
There are so many things wrong with this right now. There are so many things wrong with this right now.
Actually, it does. Revenants are one of two things. Normally, a revenant is created purely out of spite and hatred to kill the creature who killed it. And so their whole existence is to kill the creature that killed it. Revenants that are manufactured from the claw of the revenants are created for the person to kill someone else. So it basically still has the drive, but it's not quite the same. But Ben, you do have the ability to sense the Githyanki knight whenever he's within 1 mile of you.
And that is
That's
a
good.
slightly beneficial perk.
That's
Right?
pretty cool.
You can tell his exact location, which is how they found where you were. Because there's a
So
bunch
many
of
things
revenants
wrong
right
with
now
this.
that you have killed that are running around in Githyanki form. And the Githyankis are like, wait a minute. Normally we kill undead, but this time you can stay.
Okay,
Okay,
well,
so
I
Ben,
guess I'll go with you to make sure you don't go crazy or anything like that.
Ben, your
I'm not going to go crazy.
weapons
I'll
are,
be fine.
your blunderbuss is in chat. John, you were asking about yours. Okay.
I understand that my objective now is to kill the Githyanki, but I also understand that the best way to do that, and possibly the only way to do that, is with the party's help. And therefore, I will not be leaving the party until the party forcibly tells me they are no longer pursuing the Githyanki,
There you go.
or I'm dead. One of the two.
50.
But I'm already undead, so it's going to be hard to do.
You do have to pay for docking privileges again.
Can our fee can the fee that we paid for the other ship transfer over to this one because they let our ship be fucking destroyed on their watch?
You had 4 days left.
Okay,
I'm keeping
fair.
pretty close track of how long you guys are in space because it determines what else happens in the universe.
Okay,
Um,
as long as the days are all squared away, I'm sure.
Yeah. So yeah, you will have to. Where am I? Okay, there we go. So yeah, you will have to pay for docking fees. So. What else? For those. All right, and John, you got the. Did you guys? So John just sent everybody an email with the ship information.
Oh, that's pretty sweet.
All right.
There we go. this is go away. This is Havana, the night before the revolution. All right. So you still have relative reign of the city. Okay. Carlos, give me a do you have what? Zero. Blodgett is not a gather information kind of rogue. All right. All right, Carlos. While you are out and about getting team members for the ship, especially because you take about as long as you do, you find out that there are people asking questions about where you've been and what exactly you guys did. No, they want to know about what you guys just finished doing. Like, what were you doing in the Underdark?
A job?
You know, discretion is the better form of valor, and now we have neither. I'm fucking up every gith I find ever.
Sorry. Yeah, you find that people are seem to want to know more. Like, what about this? Didn't you do more than just kill off some caterpillars? Or people seem to know a bit about what you guys have done, and are asking questions, probing deeper to find out exactly what you did.
Maybe they can give us some information about where to find the Torc.
Pass on that.
Yeah. Yeah, this could be an opportunity to find somebody who knows more about the Tomb of Horrors. What else do you know about what's down there?
Yes, we could ask the people eliciting information from us exactly what it is we're looking for so that we can elicit information from them. That sounds like a great freaking idea.
I'm not seeing it working in any way, shape, or form.
It's a trade.
You're undead, so not really listening. I don't think it's a bad idea to see if they, you know, you can tell them that
Carlos
we're
doesn't
on
seem
a quest.
to take that aim on it. Do you guys want to? Does someone else want to go and try and talk to the citizenry?
I think that we already know a hell of a lot more than they do. We're going to get anything from them, but fuck with it.
Yeah, I guess.
Really?
That is literally like rule number 1 of tradecraft. What are you guys doing?
Yeah, but don't you think that? All right, never mind. Victor, are there any temples or spaces of worship in this town?
Yes, there are temples for several different gods of all types. There are quite a few good, neutral, evil gods. Non-discrimination as far as that goes. There are very few strictly human temples.
Mm-hmm. Any to
Some of those
Ananya
are too good.
or any to Ananya or Tyr or any that I recognize?
Give me a search check.
Oh, I can do that. I get to roll a die? Wow, that's first. That's first today. No, it's not. It's actually second.
And message for you, sir.
15 plus. To check my search roll. Search. I have spot. I'm not sure I have search.
You have search.
Hold on.
It's an untrained skill. If you have no ranks, use your wisdom modifier.
Oh, well, that's easy then.
That's
19.
true. Yeah.
19.
Okay, 19. You find a small temple to Ananya.
Yay!
Yeah, they literally, as soon as you walk in, they visibly brighten.
Oh, fantastic!
And the clerics that are there are super happy to see you.
Because I am the highest ranking cleric of Ananya right now.
Yeah, when you walk in, they suddenly feel her presence.
Fantastic. I spend the rest of my time communing with them and querying them about not just the Githyanki that come to the town, but also the temple to see if they have any information or knowledge about it.
They literally have zero idea what you're talking about. Hold on.
I make sure that they know that I'm on a holy quest for the goddess, and this is to stay between us.
There's one guy who when you bring it up, he says essentially someone actually mentioned it recently.
Oh, yes. I don't say anything to him in that moment when everybody's gathered, but I will take him to the side after everybody's sort of dispersed and ask him more about who mentioned it and in what light and any other information that might be helpful. That's a big umbrella.
He says one of our parishioners came by, someone who just recently joined, a very nice little rogue, and he said that he was interested in anyone who's been down in the Underdarks and been to some sort of dark temple of
It's freaking
horrible
Lodgett.
things down
It's botched.
You're collecting self-reported intelligence.
It's budget. Yep.
Is it botched?
No, it's not Blodgett.
Uh-oh. It's not good then.
That's a lot less funny.
Does he know how to? Does he know how to find this person? Does he know where I might be able to find him to bless him? Because that is a place that we suggest that they don't go.
Okay. He can definitely, if the guy comes back, he can direct him to you. They don't
No,
really
more
keep track of
importantly,
their own parishioners.
right. More
in that- to that
importantly,
level.
right. More importantly, I ask him for a description,
Okay.
and then I tell him, I instruct him that if he comes back, to send one of the acolytes out to me at the ship and come find
Okay.
him.
He tells you it's a tall kobold, about 4 foot tall, which is unusual for a kobold. But he seemed of good demeanor and an eager and interested young gentleman.
Okay.
As far as kobolds go,
I go back and tell my party that we are on the lookout for a 4 foot tall kobold who might have information about the temple.
It takes another 2 days, and one of the acolytes from the temple comes running up to the dock.
Great. And I assume tells me that the kobold has.
Yes. He asks for Blas and tells him that the kobold is there doing worship service.
Great. I bring my entourage with me. Anybody from the
Okay.
party who would like to join may, but there will be no violence.
Lev and the gang will join.
He looks at Lev.
I'm sorry. Let me say that again. Let me say it a different way. No violence and no undead.
Carlos will come along.
I was wondering how long that was going to take.
I'm not bringing undead into a worship space of Ananya. Sorry, guys. The gotta draw a line somewhere.
Fucking.
Garrulus, you're very welcome.
Y'all give me shit for hating the drow. What did I do to you, man? The drow at least did something to me.
Yeah, but at least they're alive.
No, they're not.
This kind of bigotry will not stand.
What kind of bigotry knows that? That's what I want to know.
And so
Rest in peace.
we go back to the temple, and
You saying unlives matter?
I make it very.
Ben, did you get my message I sent to you, Ben? All right, so you can go back to the temple.
Yes, and I make I make a not grand entrance. I make a surreptitious entrance into the back, but of course I will be noticed by those who are followers. But
Yes, the priests and the acolytes notice you. They tried visibly to be cool about it. You can see them looking out like, "Oh, be cool, be cool, be cool. It's okay, be cool. My boss is here. It's all right. I'm gonna do a really good job on service, man. Good job." And Anya, she loves you so much, and she's so awesome.
and my entourage spreads out around the congregation, and we're seeking out the kobold and trying to get into a sort of surrounding position around him.
Okay.
It's me and Carrick and
Oh, damn.
Slovey.
Well, somebody failed their spot roll. Yeah, you are able to basically surround him completely before he realizes that you're there.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as he realizes that there's a whole bunch more clerics than usual, he just gets up and runs for it. He just flat out is running at the door.
Okay. Can we stop him?
You definitely can attempt to do so.
Okay. Which cleric is he running towards? I assume not Blas, since he looks bigger and. But you.
Yeah, he basically runs towards Carrick.
Okay.
So Carrick can do what does Carrick want to do to try and stop him?
He's going to. That's a great question, Victor. That's a fantastic question. He's basically just going to grapple him. Might be a mistake, but we're going to try.
He's got a pretty good strength, yes?
Who? Carrick? Yeah, he's got he's got a 14.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a grapple check for Carrick, please.
So it's a plus. Ooh, it's plus 2.
For once, these shitty rolls of my monsters are rolling in your favor. He got a 9 on his grapple and a 7 on his tumble.
Great.
So
I rolled an 18. Plus 2 is 20.
Okay, you grapple him and he attempts to tumble out and succeeds in wrapping himself around you further.
Fantastic.
You're holding him like an infant.
Yes. And
you have a squirmy kobold wrapped around you, but you basically, Keurig basically has him. The rest of the church is, everybody's looking and trying to see what's going on, rubbernecking, because this is the coolest thing that's happened in quite a while here at the Church of Ananya. What is Keurig going to do? I mean, you guys have a kobold grappled. What do you want to do with that?
We're just going to carry him out into the vestibule.
Okay.
Escort him out as a group.
Okay.
Or Carrick's basically are going to carry him
out. A bunch
of
people try to follow and see what's going on, but
and Slovy.
I imagine you're going to have your cleric, your acolytes stopping them.
Yes, Slovy turns around. Slovy and whatever his name is turn around and like, at peace, brothers, at peace. He's to be blessed. Carry on.
Oh, it says it's going to be a wedding. I can tell.
Excellent service. Please continue. I'm so glad to see that the light of Ananya is here in this place.
All right. So you've got the kobold. He's thoroughly displeased about being gotten.
Sure.
But once he realizes that there's more than just that one cleric, he just kind of sulks down.
Sure. And Blas walks up. No, Carrick walks up. Not Blas, because Carrick has a much higher charisma.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, "Peace, brother. This is the Grand Cleric of Ananya. He's here to bless you. We merely want to speak with you about something that we overheard. If that is okay, we will make sure that you are left perfectly safe. You are safe in this church and with our goddess. But it's very important to her that we ask you."
Carlos's sense motive is high enough, even without a roll, to know that the guy is scared out of his wits.
Great.
And doesn't believe that you're going to actually do anything nice to you. Nice to him. He meekly nods. Okay. Well, what do you want to know? I didn't do anything to anybody. I'm a good guy. I can get you stuff you need.
We'd like to welcome
and he looks at Blas and he says, You're that Blas guy, right?
That's true, my son.
Yeah.
The goddess merely wants to ask, through me as a vessel, if you have any information about a dark temple. We received a message that you may, and it was very important to her that you be truthful and forthright about that.
I ain't never been to no dark temple, but I know what you're talking about. Word on the street is you've been there.
Oh, is that right? And
going there. Is it true? Were you there?
No, I know nothing of it. I am merely asking questions from my goddess who is acting through me. She says that you know
Do
something
you know
about.
where it is?
I do not. Do you, or have you heard anything about it?
Give me a bluff roll, Blas.
Okay. This is for Carrick because he's the one doing the talking. I don't think I have bluff.
Okay, he was talking directly to
Oh,
Blas.
I'll take
but-
that. Fantastic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic. So I don't think I have bluff as a skill. I don't. So I have diplomacy. So what am I rolling against?
If you don't have bluff, it's just a flat charisma check.
And I can have Carrick supporting me, yes?
Nope,
Oh no.
Nope.
Wow, dude, you're harsh.
because you just agreed that you were the one talking to him.
You're right. 19. Plus 1, 20.
All right. He seems to believe you.
So I welcome you back to the service amongst my brothers. It's very important to our goddess that you be forthright if you have any information that you can share with me, aside from the fact that you may have heard something on the street about me and my brothers being there, which we have not. Can I use a diplomacy check on this or anything?
Go for it.
Okay. I mean, I have a +3 in diplomacy, so. Oh, I rolled 17. Fantastic. So that's 21 total.
All right. He's disheartened that it's not true that you went there. And you get him to start talking about all the things he wishes he could have bought with the money that someone's offering for anybody who, to mostly to the Thieves Guild, for anybody who's got information on where exactly your party went, where exactly your party went.
Okay. I bless him.
Okay.
I actually bless him.
Okay, he appreciates that. He definitely feels better. He gets a +1 bonus. He's super happy.
Right. And I send him, I invite him to join the brethren and ask him to consider becoming a member of our flock and our fold. You will be favored.
All right. He goes back. He kind of still has a lingering suspicion, but he shrugs it off and he goes back inside the temple.
Good. And Carlos, you're there, so you know what he said.
Yep.
Um,
It's okay. I'll also tell them that, within, 9 months, that kobold's going to have babies.
So the Thieves Guild is interested in what we're doing. They're being paid by somebody.
Yeah, they're hoping for treasure, and if we get it, they want to steal it from us.
The Thieves Guild is being paid to be
They're being
Okay.
paid to get information about us and exactly what we're
Well,
doing.
then somebody else probably knows about the fiendish thingy that we're after. Makes sense then.
Uh-huh. Okay. I leave instructions that the kobold is to be monitored, not necessarily watched. I don't want him to be suspicious, but to be cultivated and brought into the flock if that's possible.
Roger that. All right, you guys are successful in getting that much done. Any next steps in the city?
Let's see, we've got the ship under construction, the crew being put in, weapons set up. I'm pretty much set. Oh, we need provisions. We're going to see what kind of provisions we can get for the ship.
This is a good place for it. You've definitely got your pick of food that will survive for a long time in the air.
It's a port.
Yeah.
We'll get that squared away too.
I can't believe you asked to be a revenant. What the fuck, man?
You're able to gather about 1 ton of foodstuffs fairly easily.
Okay.
That will be enough to last the entire crew for a month.
Okay. We've got 1 month's worth of food. That's a start. If I can get this right, about 5 months of food.
So yeah.
So we are now on day 58 in space.
And it's no longer pigs in space, thank God.
Oh yeah. No, and did everybody catch that? So basically, all of the pigs fucked off. The Captain Hogthrob and the rest of the porcine crew were not in the ship when the Githyanki arrived, and so they survived. Basically, Captain Link Hogthrob, First Mate Piggy, Dr. Julius Strange Porc, First Engineer Craniac, and Tifias and Volona, all essentially. Oh God, there's no end to this pun. They all hoofed it, and left for different ships and berthings. As soon as they found out the shit was against the wall with the Githyanki. So you no longer have pigs in space. That's up to someone else now.
Thank God.
The and what else? Okay. I was going to say something else when I started that off. Cannot remember what it was. Oh, right. 58 days. So it's been 10 days. Lev, you are informed of an update.
Yep.
Second sundering events. Christ. Where is this? Okay. I'm going to type this in because it's a lot of information and I want it to be visible to the rest of the gang.
Does anybody know if the two crewmen had levels and anything?
Oh, I meant to give you that earlier.
That's all right. I just want to.
Roughly too many things going on.
No, I just want to.
Grillbit had level 1 man at arms, 2 levels in fighter.
Okay.
And 2 levels in seaman. Reg
2 levels of what?
Seaman.
Sperm. 2 levels in sperm. Reg has 2 levels in barkeep. And 2 levels in seaman.
Barkeep. That's quite a.
He was a bartender before he was a slave.
Yeah, NPC classes.
So basically, Lev, that's what you find from the Viceroy, the Viscount, in the city-state of the Invincible Overlord. Basically, the Razor clan of orcs, led by Tormany Arrows, marched on the Midri forests, conquered the Rakshasa, and have assaulted the city-state.
Jeez, that's rough.
Yeah, so they're not. The Viscount is not happy. You know, when you were calling him and he was calling you, you're both in dire straits at each moment.
Okay, he called me. I'll
You find it's not basically he's going to call you at a later point and bitch, and you guys are able to talk back and forth and get this. This is the information you get from him over the week.
Okay.
He does not often have time to blow a sending spell.
Yeah, I don't know how much I can do about that from here, but I can certainly, listen, let him bitch.
He's basically
steam.
Once he realizes exactly how far away you are and what the hell is going on, he's basically he basically is like, we'll handle this. We don't got it, but we'll totally have it.
Yeah, I'm in a completely different solar system right now. I'll also kind of give him an update on how things are going in Kavik Pool, about the upside down pyramid and what presumably the followers of Ananya and the Wizards Guild and the paladins and clerics from that other temple that fucking ripped us off
Did
of health
you tell
potions.
him about ice? I thought you did, but I can't remember. You might not have.
What would I have told him about ice?
Oh. He was asking you for help, and you told him to go chase up another.
I don't think I would have told him about ice, but that's not a bad idea, actually. I think I'll tell him that I'm going to get in touch with a friend of mine who it's going to be safer if I talk to first. And I'll do a sending to ice.
Okay.
And I'll ask, hey, some allies of mine in the city-state are in some dire straits, and my allies in Kavik Pool are all tied up on their own. Got a spare moment if you mind helping out?
Sure.
Is that his response?
Essentially, yes.
Okay, cool.
In not so, because I'm typing something else, so in not so many words, yes, he is okay with helping out. He's
awesome.
He's more curious than anything else. He's like, weird things are happening, so I'd rather be at the table than on the menu because I've been on the menu.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
Okay. Well, if it's
Yeah,
sides
so-
he's seeking to pick,
Oh, choices.
our side is the side of Cabot Pool and the city state, even if sometimes they're not on each other's side.
Okay.
The city state is at war with the ogre chief, Many Arrows, and his orc army. Them and the trolls are pretty much assaulting the city state. So if you want to help them out, it
Gotta
would
go,
be
guys.
okay. See you, Zag.
Take care, bud.
If you want to help them out, then that's where to start with them. And as for Cabot Pool, there's been a lot of monsters showing up. There's this upside down pyramid with a dancing magical elephant on it. This is certainly a more dangerous and more unknown kind of situation. But they're probably going to be good for another week or so. But I don't know how much longer than that.
When the sending ends, he sends back to you and asks you more about this whole thing going on.
Okay, I'll go into more detail about how we got the Spelljammer.
Okay.
And I'll regale him briefly with that story. I'll warn him that things that are killed by this beast or wind up inside the pyramid seem to emerge changed. And yeah, you've seen the very strange tentacled eldritch beasts. They wind up like that.
Okay. That's what he was curious about. He's very appreciative for that information.
Mm-hmm. So if that's a thing you feel like taking on, that's where to go. If that's a thing you feel like avoiding, that's what to avoid.
That's legit. Okay.
I'll ask if I should let the Viscount of the city-state know to expect a Dracolich in the skies.
He tells you he'll try to figure out what he wants to do. He'll make a decision later.
Okay. Then I will let the Viscount know. Now, there's no guarantees with Dracoliches, as I'm sure you know. But if you see one flying in the skies, killing a bunch of orcs and trolls, it's on your side.
He's very happy with that.
It's not a guarantee, but it's the best I can do from the other solar system over.
Okay, doke. I forgot I wrote that. Oh, that's gonna be fun. All right. So that's the information. That's all the information that they've got. And I'll be sure to put that in the updates. Ben, those two pieces of information you don't know. The who and the why you don't know.
Fair enough.
Cool. All right. We're running out of players.
We are.
Yeah, John dropped off somewhere and Bash had to go.
We could probably call it here for the night.
I think that's not the worst idea.
Yeah, I gotta get up stupid early. I'm cool with that.
Yeah, I do as well. Ben, don't forget to send me your character sheet.
I think I already did. If
Okay.
you don't have it, let me know because I shared it from it's a Google Doc still. So theoretically, you
Let
have
me
it.
let me take a look. I do not have it in my email. I will send it in the chat.
Okay.
Oh joy.
And Victor, would you mind sending me a copy of the two wizards?
Sure thing.
And I will edit them as well. Now they're revenants, or no, they're not revenants. My
Silver
bad.
Wraiths.
They're silver wraiths. Is that something that's out of like the monster manual, or is that something that's specific to whatever that book was from that module you were running?
No, that's in the monster manual.
Okay, cool. Okay, Ben, I just got it.
Okay, cool.
Yay.
I have some editing to do. And I'll give you a rundown of the things that I change on your character sheet, Ben.
Cool. Well, as long as it helps me kill Gith, it's okay.
There
It'll
you
help
go.
you.
The Gith are going to be very, very unhappy.
Scavenger, that's what it is. All right. That is a wrap. We will definitely meet up in a week. You will have all of the appropriate. Hold on. This is just really interesting. There's not. I can't find an actual name for this type of ship that the Mind Flayers created, other than a squid ship.
Squid ship is pretty cool.
I mean, that's basically what they call it, is a squid ship.
It works.
It's just weird.
You guys see the fans, I'll be fine.
So instead of a cutter, it's a cutter.
Oh, don't
That's good.
I'm hot.
That's really good.
You want me to do it? You sure?
All right. Well, I will catch up with you next week.
All right. See you next week.
Yep, you have a good night.
Later,
Yeah, take care, man.
If it's a fleet of ships, it's a solo.
Here, I can do it.
I can do it. That's what counts.